You're watching Channel 3, WCAX, Burlington, from Vermont's most watched news station.
Some students at Dartmouth College are trying to cut back on the amount of electricity that they use during their day-to-day routines, and they're doing it with the help of a furry friend. Adam Sullivan explains in tonight's Energy Watch.
There's a new pet in a couple of the dorms at Dartmouth College. It lives in these screens mounted on the hallway walls. It's an animated polar bear, and it monitors energy use of the students. Day-to-day activities like turning off the lights, opening a refrigerator door, or cooking something in the microwave.
I didn't expect that turning off one light bulb would actually do as much. But it actually seems to, you watch the graph and people start turning stuff off, and it really affects it.
But if the consumption gets too high, like hours upon hours of video games, for example, the polar bear is directly affected. The ice it stands on starts to crack, and eventually the Arctic creature falls through.
You walk by and you see the polar bear, and it just makes you think. You remember, oh yeah, I left something on in the room.
This project is a completely student-run project, so students did all of the programming and the animations and everything from top to bottom.
The initiative is sponsored by Lite Dartmouth, a digital arts project that graphs real-time energy consumption campus-wide.
We're also working with the sociology department to see how well it's working, to try to understand what has to happen to change social norms so that it becomes a culture of the school to use less electricity.
Students say that the polar bear brings the project and issues like global warming to life.
It just brings it a lot more personal when you see how your actions directly affect an animation or something that you can relate to, like a polar bear.
When it's right there in front of your face and you're impacting it, it can make it a lot more tangible.
It's hoped that the bear will inspire students to reduce their own carbon footprint.
If everybody turns off their light when they go to bed, if everybody puts their laptop to sleep, if everybody uses a power strip and turns it off when they're not using it, we can make a big difference.
A big difference not only in terms of the environment, but also in terms of the life of this animated bear. Adam Sullivan, Channel 3 News in Hanover.
Dartmouth eventually hopes to put the polar bear in all dorms on campus with the hopes of reducing overall energy use by about 10%.